Hi, I'm Misty Palek, President of Palek Bookkeeping, and I solve accounting mysteries every single day. I know I can help your company. Contact me today.
Welcome to today's episode of Palek Bookkeeping Unsolved Accounting Mysteries. Today I want to talk about a bonding report and why it's so valuable to your company. If you're a Sage 100 Contractor user, I hope that you know about this report and I hope you're using this report actively. A lot of people think bonding report, so that's what I turn into my bank, and my bank tells me if I can have a bond or not. Well, I think in the beginning of time, when they first started using Sage 100 Contractor and developing the idea, that is what it was. But nowadays it's something a little bit different, so we're just going to kind of run a bonding report, and I'm going to show you a few things and why it's so important for your company. So the bonding report can give you details about how you're doing financially as a whole on your jobs, which is the most valuable thing that you can have really as a subcontractor or a general contractor company. So normally, anywhere in Sage 100 Contractor, you can see down here you have your job statuses, or you'll have any kind of tidbits of information you need to make a selection in any of these filters. So, for example, I would normally run this between contract and closed because I'm going to run it for my company for the entire year and see how I'm doing, what's the bottom line on my job reporting. Okay, so we're going to run this and you're going to see what it's all about. Now there's a few things that I will list out in my presentation later, but there's a few things here that are really important. The first one being that this current contract, okay, you see that there's no current contract right here, right here, right here, and you can see immediately what it's doing to your bottom line. Because you have no current contract, it's taking the budget and minusing that, taking that away, so you're now losing $42,000 on this particular project, which affects your bottom number, right, your estimated profit. So right away you can see the benefits of, okay, if I have everything scrubbed up and my jobs, and what I love about Sage 100 Contractors, I can drill down to these real quick, and if I know the contract amount, maybe it's just not been updated, I can put in here $293.19, oops, and we'll save that, and then we could come out of this bonding report and actually do a refresh, or print preview it again. That's kind of like a refresh in Sage 100 Contractor. You'll see right away what it's done to that job. So now I have no estimated profit on this job, and it's not taking away money from my bottom line, my estimated profit, okay? And then you can also see things, so that's the first thing that I normally check on a bonding report. Okay, are all my current contract amounts accurate? You know, based on the contract, maybe there's like this historical job cost is usually one where it's kind of a dump job where you want to put money and maybe you'll allocate it later to other jobs. Lots and lots of companies have that. But that's usually an indication. If you're not the one setting up the jobs, maybe this is a great indicator in the beginning to say, okay, who set up jobs, who set them up properly, and do we have a contract? What's the contract amount? What's the budget? You know, so it's a really good indicator to go, okay, red flag, where is my information that I need in accounting? The second thing that I really like to stress is the current budget. Budgets are incredibly important within Sage 100 Contractor. Even if they're a ballpark figure and you're just throwing that out there, they are incredibly important because you can see right away, like for instance, how a budget will affect your estimated profit. So it thinks that this on this Jimenez Burrito number 8 job, that the current contract is $380, but my budget is $379. So there's your first red flag. Why is my budget not up to date? Maybe my budget is up to date, but my contract isn't. So that kind of gives you your first indicator that something's wrong, and then you probably need to go fix it. So you can see that the profit to date, which is what it does, is it takes your current contract amount minus your current budget minus any cost to date. So this is the profit to date, earned to date. Okay? So that's the second thing. First you check the contracts. Second, you check the budgets, and then you start to look over here under cost to complete. And Sage 100 Contractor has a really powerful cost to complete module that is really handy that I can talk about in another episode. But you start to go, okay, do I really have $1.8 million? You know, it's getting towards the end of the year. Is that really where I'm at on the jobs? And maybe I need to update my jobs because maybe I'm going to make more profit than I expected. So you can go through and do the budget updates through the change orders so that you're not affecting the original budget, because that's really good information to retain and withhold in case you want to know about it in the future. And so you can see that this totals nicely at the bottom, which is really valuable to say, here's my backlog worth of work. I'm expected this year to do 8.145 in sales. Okay, so my current contract amounts, these are my sales. And you could also run this for a period to period. You know, if your jobs run from July to July or something like that, you can run it for those periods. And then, you know, this is exactly, or this is a profit to date that I've made, but this is also my estimated profit for the year. So it's a really nice report. A lot of insurance companies like to look at this to go, you know, what is your backlog? What kind of insurance do we need to provide you based on your sales? You know, that's always kind of the shot in the dark of how much sales are we going to have this year? Well, the bonding report gives you great indication about that. So the three things that you really need to check and to constantly scrub on this bonding report are current contract, current budget, and cost to complete. And everything else is a calculated field, and so it does the calculation for you, but it's based on those three items. You've got your current contract, right, your current budget, and your cost to complete. So those are just really some kind of highlights about the bonding report and how valuable it is to make sure that this is accurate for everybody's sake. So thank you for joining me today, and we'll do another one here shortly about cost to complete. So that's a really important thing in construction as well. Have a good day.